So let's talk about dealing with it.
Comments.
Trolls.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
comments and hate notes that come by. How do you deal with that?
We don't.
You don't really.
I think the best advice I give to myself is block unconditionally.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
100%.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know,
Come
it
on, you've
usually
been
starts
going out
from-
these
So
days.
sometimes I do. See, if I wake up on the wrong.
I'm like, what's up with
I would
Brinda?
love to
She-
indulge.
Brinda is on the edge now. I like, bhai,
No, it's just many times I
Not
did it.
Brinda, I
no, bro, I was
Why?
happy. No, I was happy for you. I'm not saying you're doing wrong. But you're saying unconditionally. You're not doing
I do. Apart from the 3 cases, so sometimes.
3 cases.
Yeah.
So let's
only
talk about these 3 cases. What are these 3 cases?
I say some random man. Usually, it's usually
Mansplaining
always
her on comments.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
always.
just
Well, that's
generally
the right
get
word, right?
these all the
Mansplaining.
time. But sometimes, I don't know, I just want to indulge and maybe.
Indulge, and also maybe sometimes you want to make an example out of it.
That's
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
you start
Like,
responding to
better.
them, is it?
Yeah, so I respond
Put
or
on a
I either
story,
pin
yeah.
their comment and then I put it on the story and a lot of people
Name
who
and
support
shake
me.
army.
Yeah, like the army, and then people will go and start attacking these guys and then they lose it and they delete their comment and I don't know, whatever.
And their
Some-
accounts sometimes.
Yeah.
They have to go private. So that's, I feel anybody who trolls doesn't have the right to troll and we should give it back to them. Sometimes some are random, so you can just block them like he
Yeah.
said.
Depends
But-
on your energy level.
But you know what?
Exactly.
A lot
Like
of
the
the
best
trolling
way-
these
Yeah,
days starts
every
with
day
like
is
a level of infatuation in the beginning. Oh, I love your content. It's too good. I love how you're doing.
You win.
And then suddenly they're like,
Read.
oh, suddenly I'm not liking what you're doing these days. You're doing this too much and
Entitlement.
that too much. You don't respond to them. Oh, you have changed. I tell
You're no
people
more
like,
ugly.
this is not good. And then they start commenting and trolling. First, you went from thank you to like, you're like, no
You
thank you.
read
let
the
me
private
pause."
messages you receive?
Yeah, I read
All the
every
message requests?
single request.
Same, I read everything.
And
Everything.
sometimes I wish I did not. You feel that way?
It's,
But I
I
think
think
best way
it's
is to
very
go is the-
important
But
to
can you
connect.
unsee some of them?
Oh, well.
Yeah, जो request में आता है, you don't, उनको पता नहीं चलता you have read.
अच्छा.
Yeah.
Also
Accept
depend-
करोगे तभी पता.
नहीं, आजकल तो वो
Process,
scene also
that
you can
I
put off.
Take
ना?
Somebody
screenshots, send me on WhatsApp. One go. Whoever I care, quickly
I'll
tell
let
you and
you know
reply.
that.
Yeah, then I was-
Some
which
things
is-
are important to respond to. I feel like by now I know like which comment, which message is actually a good message wants to get has a genuine question.
Yeah.
So I feel with them to interact is important because that's how you build your community. But otherwise, if
Yeah.
it's like hi,
Thank you for that.
no, yeah, I can't really respond. I feel you've got to
Yeah,
the other
hi, good
person.
morning is a very popular message.
Hi, you look good, dear.
No, but honestly,
sir.
like, thank you for that, Larissa,
Yes,
because I was one of those DMs in her page when I
Really?
started.
Yes, oh yes.
Yes, I was one of those DMs. I was starting.
Oh,
out-
you were inspired by her?
Yeah,
Wow.
big. She's been in the game. Like I'm telling you, I
When did
started.
you first create content, Larissa?
2012.
You
Wow.
need to be the OG here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seem I am. Yes, I am.
Yes.
No, but
अगर आपने नहीं देखा है तो यही है वो.
देखा होगा.
I started from Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I started when I was
do
19.
Not Orkut, like.
Huh?
You were doing videos also, no?
I started doing videos in 2012. I posted my first 5 videos. I got so much like hate and like my own people, like the friends around were like saying funny things like, what the hell are you
You were in
doing?
high school or
I was in high school, yeah. And I started and people were like,
Yeah, I
literally,
can
I would go
high
out.
school kids going?
Hey, what was that video? What do you think? What do you think of yourself? Why are you doing this? My first video was what's in my bag. And
You
like
brought the trend.
from the Western countries. And
Like
I
in a
feel,
school bag?
uh,
It's in my bag.
no, it was really bad. I had braces on. I was wearing 2 chotis. I was acting like I'm some other person. But I mean, I didn't have
The
any reference
Kardashians
point.
started this, I think.
Yeah.
What's in the
Yeah, but I did what's in my bag. Then I started DIY videos. Then I did fashion videos. Then I did beauty. Then travel came to me. So I had an e-commerce platform that time when I was
She's a
19.
big proponent for not needing to have a niche.
I don't have a
You don't
niche.
need a niche.
And what do you think has changed between,
So many things. I have seen it all.
like if you had to name 2 things that have changed the most?
Vertical videos, not good.
Not good, is it?
Not good. I feel it's really made people a little wonky in their heads if you don't take it the right way. I feel it's lost people's attention and that whole, there's some kind of impatience in everyone now, including me. So I feel that and it's just that like the wanting to go viral and I feel it's important when you're starting off as a creator, create an impact first.
Yeah.
Then you can go viral. But I feel have an impact, have something to say that is very much like about what you can give to the
Yeah.
public,
Yeah.
you know, to the audience. How can
Rather
you
than
create
just
an impact?
solve for the numbers that come along.
Yeah. Otherwise, how it's not going to be like
You
possible.
know, back in the days when I started also creating, at 100K, an average rate of 10% engagement rate was the baseline. Like everybody who had 100,000 would get 7, 8,
blind.
10,000 likes
Yeah.
easily. Now people with 100,000 don't get 500 likes.
Yeah.
Algorithm is
Algorithm तो एक चीज है, उनका impact ही नहीं है, बस वो numbers exist करते हैं. What are you saying ना that
Yeah.
that impact is somebody like, oh इसने video डाली है. हमारे
That
time पे वो
explains
था.
her longevity, the
Yes.
reason why she's
People
continued to
will-
sort of ramp up.
Yeah.
like people, when I meet my followers, they will tell me, oh, remember you had gone there and you're wearing this pink dress. And I'm like, how do you remember? And that I feel it's not just the dress, but I feel they remember things. They will quote
Authenticity that
me,
come along.
Yeah.
things like that. I think that is very important.
And then,
I pushed it back. So.
Brinda, you mentioned somewhere that, you know, you figured something about money isn't key to happiness.
Yeah.
What is?
It is.
Just I think, see, for me, obviously money doesn't buy you happiness, obviously, but money does buy you that plane ticket, or does buy you that car, or does send you on a trip. While I believe that money solves a lot of things for you, but I think unless you're passionate about something, what do you do with that money?
You're
Like-
always running behind something.
Yeah, you're always running behind. I feel like, so for the first, I think when I was working, I had a full-time job. I spent those 3 years, I did not save one penny. All I did was travel. I just went everywhere I could. I used to take like really long, bad flights with the horrible layovers. But yeah, I was just passionate. I used to look forward to only traveling. I did not save one penny. So I think this is the mindset that I think has kind of gone missing. So even whenever I post something about something on these lines, people are like, no, not everyone can travel. Not everyone has the same, people have responsibilities and stuff. Yeah, so did I. And so I still do. But it's just,
Yeah, the
it's-
happiness came from the joy of traveling.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, how many of you make now more than what you did from your previous job, except Gaurav?
All of
Gaurav
us.
called out
All
for
of
it.
us.
Everybody.
I was making more than my job while I was at my
gotten that by
job.
now, right?
No, I had a 10 years experience. I was heading marketing somewhere. I was at a good space. So, and plus, the thing is, like for me, like in between, before last 2 months, like 9 months, I had zero revenue. So for me, I have, I mean, somehow it did not click. I've changed agencies and things that have happened. But now I'm trying to figure out myself. And also,
This supporting brands is an interesting one, because I'll tell you this, in our own company,
yeah.
I'll tell you the other side. Brand managers is other. The P&L managers, they're also on Instagram all the time.
Yeah.
So they're going and piling up on the brand managers saying कि Instagram में तुम कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हो, you're an utter failure.
Yeah.
So the brand manager thinks कि मतलब I want to make sure that I win the respect of all these P&L people. So let me go spend on Instagram.
The thing is, so when, how, if you ask like who all started making money than before. So for me, I would say I started making money from Instagram or social media 3 months back. Until that day, I didn't earn a penny through Instagram.
And how many followers were then when you got?
100, 200K,
Okay,
like 100. Let's say like till then I had like 60K. I grew from 23 or 24. I grew up to 100 to 200.
Nice.
Now I'm closing 300K.
Yeah.
But I didn't make a penny. Like brands did approach, but I was very I genuinely did follow a lot of people and they genuinely promote a lot of things and things didn't work for me. So I really believe that when I don't want to be one among them who are just promoting random things. So I made sure I was very selective back then. Then I realized it doesn't work like this. Either do something and get something done, but still something was like holding me behind. And also to get, even after having 200K following, to get brand deals is not easy. Like when people say, like I didn't know how to get it done. I didn't know a path. I didn't know where to go, whom to consult, whom to ask. There was literally no paths to it.
Yeah.
And how did you solve it?
One of the video went viral and I had some certain K followers and some agencies started following me, asking me.
The agency said, "Chalo kar." No, this is exactly what Larissa said, right?
Yeah.
Like I've watched all of your videos
Yeah.
before I came here, and I think what's unique about Amrita is that her content is so niche and unique.
Exactly. That
Yes.
was coming.
That it is not relevant how many followers she has.
Right.
Because if you're in a business which is unique or has any linkage, and I saw some of your brand deals, right, which was about
Recent ones.
the recent ones,
Yes.
3
The
months back,
only brand deals I ever had.
where you had a collaboration with one of the brands. I think finding companies becomes relatively easier in some way in your case because there are only so many companies who are looking for someone like you. So I think there are different ways. There is a way of volume, there's a way of volume and authenticity, and there's a perspective of niche, which is what we are
Yes.
learning all through the day, that everyone has their own unique perspective.
Lastly, I just want to add that, creators, where they majorly have a setback is when they begin. They don't have an entrepreneurial outlook on the business as a creator business.
Yeah.
So they are looking at it as an escape. कि नौकरी में मजा नहीं आ रहा, सोशल मीडिया पेज चालू करूंगा, मजा आएगा.
Right.
अब ना उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव है मजा, ठीक है, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज मजा इज नॉट व्हाट्स गोना रन द हाउस. सो बाय द टाइम यू रियलाइज कि वो मजा तो बहुत आ रहा है, अब घर कैसे चलाऊं, तो वो फिर यू रीच अ जोन वेयर यू आर लाइक, ओ ब्रांड्स. Creators who can really look at it as an entrepreneurial thing from day one. How I'm telling you is, when I started, I didn't make money. I made my first brand collab in lockdown with an Alco brand where I behaved like a Spider-Man. Okay, this is 2020. There's a very funny video. Yeah, it was like lockdown. पता नहीं क्या कर रहा था मैं.
Your first video is a segment we're going to have today after listening to Larissa and Akash. But
Now, I didn't make money. So what I could do was, my partner gifted me a very beautiful drone in 2019. I would fly it everywhere. So what I did was started uploading my videos, raw videos, to Shutterstock and to Getty Images. One fine day I got an email saying that you've been credited with $42 for one download. मैं पागल हो गया. मैंने बोला क्या $42? मतलब for somebody who was trying to make, it's huge. That same year, in 6 months, I was doing $2,000 to $3,000 a month by just shelling out content on Shutter websites, and these Americans would buy it. शिमला की एक बहुत सुंदर फोटो लगा दी, $4 मिल गए. मतलब वाह यार, पैसा. Now coming back to the whole core of it, this happened because I came from an entrepreneurial side. I was running a marketing firm. Lockdown really screwed me up, so I had to figure something out. And most of us on our journey figure that entrepreneurial side where we say, oh, it's not about being a creator or having 200K, it's about becoming a brand.
Yeah.
So if I, as Akash Malhotra, I'm Wonder with Sky, and a brand is like, I want Wonder with Sky, that's where you are selling a brand. Then you open your mouth, you get money.
Yeah.
But usko, as aapka jo brand hai, you build it up to that level where like, oh, I want to stay in an Oyo. Right? But wo day one mein aisa nahi tha. We've heard all your stories of how you began. So this is what's missing right now
That's
for
what creators. In that same vein of thought, a lot of creators even today, peers come to us and they're like, no brand is coming to me. And from day one, I've said, I've been an active pitcher. There is nothing wrong. Okay, maybe now I don't have to do it as much. I have a team, I have an agency.
Yeah.
In my early days, I took my experience. I was a marketer before this. I took my experience. I will go to a band. I exist. You have to do that.
Yeah.
Imagine how crowded the space is now. When I started, it wasn't. But even so, I had to knock on doors, literally DMs, and say, hey, I exist. Come see my page. Once they
And
see
here's
it,
what
I know
my
this
brand
value.
stands for.
That's basically
You
cold
can't
calling,
sit
right?
back.
Yeah.
You can't sit back and say, koi brand nahi aaya yaar.
It's
isme."
The hustle
I
is missing.
These guys are
What
GoPro
you said,
creators,
the
right?
art.
Yeah.
She and she
Art,
are GoPro
they
creators.
hustle.
I went
Just
banging
missing.
on the door. I saw their post. They had tagged one of the GoPro managers. Right? I was what, 75K. I went to a DM. I'm like, oh, I'm so and so. I'm from the mountains. I do this. I do that.
Did you get on the other side?
Yeah, of
Start
course.
waiting for
Yeah,
GoPro.
same here. I was sitting with these guys.
I still do
Same
that.
here. I went to Goa.
I've done that.
Yeah, I went to Goa.
Even today, we may not have to do
Besharam
as much,
bano.
but if there is a brand
Besharam.
that I want to work with for whatever reason, so
You've
that
gotta-
it was crowded. They
Yeah.
did not know of my existence. I'm like, hey, I'm a damn good fit for your brand right now.
And let's-
let's
yeah.
chat.
And then
You've got to be
it's
shameless.
about creators and entrepreneurial perspectives, because I see a bunch of you have started your own businesses.
Yes.
You have your own brands, and you're constantly thinking about new opportunities where you build your own products rather than having to be affiliate links with someone else and so on. And the second, I really was inquisitive about the travel with me. That's very exciting to me. I want to talk about that. So you have a business also. Why
Correct.
don't we start with you, Suyash?
Yeah,
When did
so-
you start your business? What got you?
When
start on that
I
side?
used to actually be in a corporate job in the US after college. I quit that because I wanted to do what I was doing right now, full time. हमेशा से था कि I want to become a wildlife presenter. People from all over the world come to India, present on Indian wildlife. Why can't an Indian do it?
Nice.
Why can't I do it? And also people are always in their 50s and 60s. You have a British cameraman coming and presenting. So I quit my job and I went back to a place that I grew up in, that's Bandhavgarh National Park, to talk about it from a 22-year-old's perspective about its tigers, growing up in that region, speaking Bagheli with everyone. It's a local dialect that hardly anyone knows about. It's बहुत मीठा आवाज होता है उसका. And I brought that and started pitching into different places. I got 18 rejects, and the 19th one was WWF International that said, okay, you know what? If you make it 5-part series, we're going to take it. So I did that, but I said, only if you call it Safari with Suyash. So that was the part of the deal. Money aside, that was the part of the deal. It started happening that way. And then people said, hey, Suyash, I see you on the channel. Can I travel with you? I was like, never did that. But then I did once, twice.
So is it called Safari with Suyash now?
Yeah, it started as Safari with Suyash, but then it transferred into something else, which I'll just go into. And I started doing it. And I started loving that. Okay, the first time I saw a tiger, first time someone else is seeing a tiger with me, I'm living vicariously through that. I did 450 guests till the time. And then we morphed into something bigger, which is called Amelias Safaris. We started also using impact. You know, every single guest traveling with us, we gave it towards conservation. We started building waterholes for wildlife. Now we have waterholes in Bandhavgarh National Park. We go to our waterhole, we see animals in our waterhole, we see tigers in our waterhole. And one of that is called Amelia. It's actually Imhlia.
That's how the name came.
Yeah, it's actually Imhlia, which means sour water. One of the guys, the villagers, named it, sir, Imhlia hota hai. Kyun? Pani kha raha hai, pani saar hai. So Amelia. Then when we were thinking, let's do it Amelia. So in a place which is completely dry, the Amelia waterhole supports life 365 days a year.
Nice.
So with involving more and more people into this
And
journey.
how many guests have ever, experienced this with Amelia so far?
With me personally in Safari with Suyash, 450. With Amelia, it's been 800 so far.
800. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And when did you
Thank
start
thank
this?
you. So, Safari with Suyash started 2019, but Amelia started 1.5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And
Amazing.
who else? You have a business of your own as well,
Ji,
right?
ji, ji,
What's
ji.
it called?
It's called Avara. So it's an adventure apparel brand. I've got some for you also. After this, I'll give it to you.
So why not?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I
Look, I'm trying to get you guys to plug, so please.
Yeah,
grant it.
Oh, I'm
But-
ready with my elevator
But I'll tell you
pitch.
something.
So please,
Sure,
what's
sir.
your business brand's name?
Oh, so I've been entrepreneurial like right from the start. I started the content journey when I was 19, and when I was 19, I actually started with a business on Facebook. So it was called We Love Custom Made. That's the Larissa_WLC. I've kept it still in honor of We Love Custom Made. I would customize everything: shoes, phone covers, walls, murals, anything that's creative. So that's like my USP.
Your
like
thing, yeah.
creativity. Yeah, I was a tattoo artist as well. So I've done it all almost. And yeah, these are all made on my
She would
own.
go like that on herself.
This is all time pass stuff. Like, hey, let's make a matching tattoo. I made this with my then best friend. Anyways,
Creative.
that was when I was 19. After that, that was my first e-commerce label. And this is when there were no websites for brands. You know, there was only eBay, Flipkart, and all of that. And then I started with this stationery label called Feliz Land. Feliz means happy. And it was because I love stationery. I designed all the stationery and we had it. We were sold out in like 5 days. Then I started selling presets like digital files online. And then it started getting serious. I founded a restaurant in Goa. It was called Olala. And Olala. So I designed it. I did the whole branding for it, the whole
You
marketing.
just kept doing all of this ever since high school. So you never took like a job and
Oh, wait.
kept that?
Wait, we're getting there. When I was 21, so till the age of 22, I was working for 3-4 companies. I was working at a startup for 1.5 years. I was fired there. And when I was fired, I was also making money from YouTube. So I was like, okay, I can
Was it
sustain.
because of that?
No.
Or just
They would,
generally?
yeah, I think I was never meant for a job. I'm quite a leader that way. So,
Nice.
I agree.
yeah,
That's like a boss lady comment. It's very nice.
exactly.
Boss woman.
But
It's
I think
fantastic.
the restaurant, and then right now, and I I think I'm not doing the restaurant anymore. I just held it for like 1 year and still on, but I'm not a part of it anymore. But right now, I'm working on a jewelry brand that's real gold and real silver and real gemstones. I'm also an accredited jewelry professional by GIA.
Oh,
And
wow.
all of this I'm wearing is
So this is
my
all yours?
jewelry. Sorry.
This is all yours.
This is all mine. It's all my designs. And the best part about it, it's all inspired by travel. It's a convergence of travel and experiences. Each piece is derived from my
Give us
experiences.
some examples.
Like this one right here, this bracelet.
Yeah.
It's a bangle actually. It has the stars and the moon. So this is inspired by this place called Zuleki in Nagaland. And I remember having a lot of rice beer and sleeping on a chat with Tanya Khanijo. And we were so like out. And I remember like just looking at the stars and it just kept getting more and more. That's what they say, right? When it's a khali, like it's
open sky.
open sky, you can keep seeing the stars more and more. And it was like, it was a blanket. And I will never forget that night. So this is inspired by that.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
She's super
Look
cool, yeah.
beautiful as
This is fantastic. And what's it called?
Beyond Larissa.
Beyond
Yeah,
Larissa.
it's-
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Check
That-
out.
Yeah, I'll talk
But
to you
I'll-
later about it.
But trust me, people are doing all creative stuff here. I run a factory where I make fly ash bricks.
You
I-
do that on the.
I started last year with my
Flash what?
fly ash bricks.
Oh, cool.
Yes, and I started in Himachal. My dad's a retired Fauji, so he was sitting in Villa. I was like, I have money. You are Villa. Let's do something kick-ass. Let's pick up the most unconventional,
How
non-creative
nice is
thing.
that?
Yeah?
How nice is that?
Yeah, and we have a daily
And
capacity.
he's
Of,
your co-founder?
yeah, my dad's my co-founder. It's called Byas Green Solution because of the river Byas. It's on the bed. We do like 100,000 fly ash bricks a day. It's a fully
What is
automated
fly ash
plant
bricks?
in Himachal Pradesh. And we are now supplying locally to Himachal because we want to get rid of those red bricks in Himachal Pradesh. And trust me, like this is all thanks to
Bricks
Eat it,
also
bhai.
आता है भाई.
eat it.
Money, you pick a
So
unsexy
their
business.
fly ash is basically when there's a thermal power plant, you burn coal, the remaining of the coal which flies up in the air, it gets stuck to the chimney. So you usually reprocess that to make bricks. So they're like and then so we sell them a lot in Himachal Pradesh and we are trying to push that. It's called Byas Green Solution. So that's what I'm saying. Like creators are crazy. Even Brinda's doing crazy stuff.
Akash, I have to add, that's so good. Like, you know, you said you have money, people go towards real estate or something that's more industrial.
Yeah.
But that's so cool. That's actually helping the atmosphere, that's tackling climate change while making money, and why not?
Why not?
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Amazing.
Kudos.
That's
That's
very.
Other businesses among you. Anyone else
Thank you.
building one?
So
Tell
I
us more,
have
Brinda.
two. I
Oh,
have
two.
One is a coffee brand that's much more recent. I
Nice.
sell specialty coffee because I'm extremely passionate about coffee. Everywhere I would travel, I would firstly indulge in any coffee I could find. So I developed a taste for it. And then I started making coffee on like mountain tops or different lakes or something, and even flights for that matter. And I have a travel company as well where I take people with me on trips, but we're kind of trying to expand now where we give the same experiences that people would have with me if they book with us and, you know, go on their own.
And what are the names of both of these
So
companies?
the coffee brand is Vaka, and
Waka waka eh.
Nice. You gotta use this in your ad. In your ad, you just get their faces and singing.
We should make a reel.
Is that
I
how?
will for sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that how the name came about?
no,
No.
no.
I would have loved
That's a good one. No, why not?
She must be drunk one night and waka waka baj raha hoga.
I'll tell you where the name comes from. There's a tribe in Ethiopia where Ethiopian coffee is.
Yes, yes.
See? No, it is from Africa, but so they believe their god of coffee was called Vaka. So I just changed the spelling, and also in
No, but the
branding,
song must have come from the same place.
Domain also.
Did
I'm
it?
not sure. Actually.
Not sure.
And domain as well. Of course, in branding, a 4-letter word looks beautiful. It's
Beautiful.
really nice to design that as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the travel company is called Kigo. Kigo is a short for keep going.
Wow.
Nice.
I have no idea.
That was the
So yeah, a lot of people know now.
Oh,
yeah.
very well thought through names. Huh? Congratulations. And how
Thank
many guests so far?
So I did 4 trips with me last year. All of them were absolutely
Where
amazing.
on? Which places?
So the first one was to Ladakh in the winter, then one in Bhutan, then one
Oh,
in
Paro is beautiful, isn't it?
oh, it's amazing, and then one to Spiti where I led a group of 50 people. That was
50 to
exhausting.
Spiti.
50 to Spiti, that was nuts. We were so many cars, and I was leading the caravan. Insane. I think the best thing, one of the best things I've done. And then one was in Ladakh. It was a bike trip which I was also leading. And yeah, that one was super special because I kept the group smaller. So all of us ended up being really, really good friends. And one of those friends I'm actually staying with right now in Mumbai. So those trips have been amazing.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love how the
50
communities come together. In fact, this evening, we have a Mumbai safari family. We have every safari family in every city. So people are coming together, like 30 of us. Someone's booked a place and everyone's just going to have dinner, drinks, and it's all about safaris.
Amrita, tell us more about your business.
All right. So I also run a travel company, but it's just adventure activity driven travel company where I host trips for sailing and for mountain trips. So all we do is hiking and sailing.
And what's the company called?
So company's name is Mountain Meets Sea.
Oh,
It is
nice.
Run by me and my cousin sister. So she's a mountaineer. I'm a sailor.
You're the sailor.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
so,
nice.
So she hosts the mountain sea part. So she hosts the mountain part, I host the sea part usually, or sometimes we host it together. We do all activity driven things. So if someone wants to sail, so in India, what I wanted to basically do was, I wanted to introduce sailing to everyone. Like I wanted everyone to sail and try this with me. So I charter boats, I invite people. So just like travel with us concept, but we have integrated it along with a travel company so that even if we are not traveling, people get to experience the same.
Opportunities.
So when
Yeah, no, I think when people ask mountains or beaches, like you guys are the best options. Like once it's in the mountains, the other in the sea. That's great. So congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
And I really feel like, we were talking earlier about anything to do with water. I had no relationship with water, even though I grew up next to the sea in Odisha, which is and grew close to Vizag. But the first time I got exposed to water, I think the last 10 years, it's never been the same again. I've constantly tried to explore new things, whether it's surfing, the e-foil, sailing. I'm trying to take the reason I asked you about the license, I'm trying to take a sailing exam. So I think the relationship with water, I feel once people begin, I think it's very hard to go back.
Yeah.
And I think,
very true.
your company can be a great enabler for that. Tell us more about yours.
It's purely water right now. It goes with my brand name. It's Truly Nomadly Trips. But yeah, I think I started in 2021 with just a group trip to the Andamans to get scuba certified. So my goal is to get more people in the water and to break that first barrier, like you said, that we all have. And it comes from it's not just fear of water, but I think there's so many other connotations, like especially like the color of your skin, if you're out in the sun a lot, it's a very outdoorsy sport. Anything outdoors, I think there's been so many barriers set in our culture that I think I just want to break. I've had so many people who don't know how to swim get into the ocean water, be it with a life jacket in the beginning, but to have someone, like he said, it's so special to me to have someone in the water. They have a life jacket, they don't know how to swim. They're seeing a shark for the first time in their lives and they're losing their minds over it. And I'm like, oh my God, wow, that's what I want to do.
There's so much pleasure in that.
There's
Like,
so much vicarious pleasure in seeing them break that barrier. After that, they don't need me.
Yeah.
They may not come back and book the trip with me because as of now, it's still with me. I've not gone beyond, okay, Sharanya need not be there, let them go even if I'm not there. I'm setting that up. But I want them to start.
Yeah,
I
no,
want
this
to
is
be the
exactly what
enabler.
Ronak was mentioning earlier, which
Yeah.
is once you have that sense of confidence that I can do it, they may possibly enroll on a swimming lesson next day because now
I get
they know.
these DMs now. Oh my God, I did this. I'm certified. I'm diving in Australia and the Great Barrier Reef. And I'm like,
That's one
exactly what I want.
Yeah, so for me also sailing is not like very common. So whenever I put a post out, people are curious to know what it is, how can we do it? Because they don't know where to go and search. So I get a lot of DMs. That's when it all started. Like, how can I sail with you? Or how can we start sailing? So that's the whole point of Mountain Meets Sea. Like whoever wants to do sailing or explore what it is, that's how it started. The curiosity, all the DMs which we receive.
Yeah.
Like, we also find pleasure in like when they do it, and when we see on the fourth day when people are jumping in the ocean and swimming, we see that this immense amount of pleasure, people doing it, and on the fourth day, end of the trip, they're going back so confident in jumping in the water, comfortable in the water. I think in our Indian society, been taught or we've been like a little skeptical about parents. Our parents won't send us to swim in the ocean or in the beach. So we've been taught like that, and there is fear inside. So we are slowly, I think all these entrepreneurs are breaking it with their travel companies, and that's
I love it. I think that's what we should call ourselves partly. I think we should call ourselves entrepreneurs and creators as a combination, because you're all entrepreneurial first, to the point, Akash, you were mentioning in the beginning.